Hello! Perusall is one of the online systems that we'll be using in this course. I'm going to show you around how this and your assignments in there will work. Okay? You can find it on the folio page by going to Content and scrolling down to Perusall with Yall, which is the name of these assignments. I've got links to a how-to guide from Perusall and then information about the assignments. This is where you will find your lectures. Okay, so these is going to be primarily the series of topic lectures that are embedded in Perusall and that you'll be able to view with your classmates and discuss them there. This also includes some daily quiz questions, similar to what you'll see in your Code on Learning assignments. These will also always include some daily quiz questions, similar to what you might see in the classroom with iClickers, so that you're checking as we go with a really low stakes way to see if you're learning the material. Let me show you what this system looks like. Okay, you can access it by clicking this link here that says Access Perusall here. And then as we go through the semester, you'll also see links to the individual assignments within each lecture module. However, you can always scroll down here to the Perusall link if you're not sure what you need, and it will get you to all of your assignments. So this is generally what Perusall looks like, and everyone has this first assignment, making the most of learning with Perusall. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. And this is really just a how-to Perusall thing. So it's a quick way to kind of walk through a multi-part assignment. You can see all the different parts here at the top. And see how you get to highlight text, add your questions, comments, thoughts, etc. And also view the comments and questions and etc. from your classmates. Okay? Sometimes there will be specific prompts either on the text or in one of the comments. Say if I add a comment, for example, and you'll be able to respond to those. And you will simply go through each piece of the assignment as it goes until you get to the end and be able to complete the whole assignment. Okay. So this is also an example of the video content in Perusall. So you can see how I have this podcast linked here at the end as the last item in this. And you can actually add comments at different points in the podcast and in the videos as well. Okay, so let me show you what one of our other main assignments will look like. This is a great example of a little bit of text and a little bit of video. Most of the assignments, it will be primarily video. Okay, so you can see you've got your lectures right in here. Okay, and you've got the general instructions for the assignment over here, and you can also scroll through all the different parts. You can view all of the different conversations and everything on all of the videos and go to the different comments from your classmates and respond to them. Okay? One feature that is not always super intuitive is that you can highlight sections of your classmates' comments and quote them in your replies as well. So this, for example, is a video that I linked highlighting some different techniques for how you think about your learning. Okay, and so this is an external video that I've included in here, and then there are also the more typical lecture videos like you see here. Okay, you'll also see videos in each lecture module, not every one, but many, that are called the note card review. These are short, very focused videos, often less than like 2 minutes long, that I've created specifically targeting things that students have asked about for this course. Okay, so you, even though you're online students, can submit requests for note card review videos as well. And if you ever want to do that, please feel free to just leave a comment on another note card review video, or even better, stop by my student hours in person or online, or send me an email. So it's an on request item. So you can go through this and ask questions and add comments about specific parts of the video. You can't highlight on the text of the video itself. You can't highlight a portion of it, unfortunately. But you can add comments just the same way you do on text. Okay, and this can include fun things like GIFs and smiley faces and whatever your heart desires. in along with just like questions and comments. So for example, you might say, oh man, I really hate strawberries. That's my reductionist view of this. Whatever works for you. Okay, just remember these, specifically the note card review videos, are targeted for things that students have asked about or often ask about. So they're always going to be really short, a lot shorter than the lectures themselves. Okay. This is one of the lecture videos. Again, you can see walking through all of the slides. Okay, and all of these slides are posted as PDFs on Folio. Okay, so if you are the type that likes to have a PDF or a printout to take notes on directly, you can do that using the files that I provided to you, or you can just go with the traditional, taking notes alongside on a notebook or a digital tool, whatever works for you. Okay. If you have a specific kind of workflow that you feel like is not being accommodated by having the videos in a particular fashion, or not having a file a certain way, and you want to ask questions or ask for help with that, feel free to reach out to me as well. Okay. This is also where you'll find those quick quiz questions at the end of each module. Okay, so you can see here, very simple, very straightforward questions. These are not intended to be really deep tests of your knowledge. It's a quick on-the-fly measure of what you're learning in the module. Okay. As a last note in Perusall, I want to highlight how the scoring works. Okay, this is just an example from a separate assignment, since I don't have scores for any of y'all on these assignments yet. So this is just an example, but for each assignment, you'll see your score automatically show up and keep updating up until the assignment is actually due. Okay, and if you view your score and the rubric on Perusall, you'll see the different portions of your activity that contribute various percentages to your score. So for example, this is an assignment for one of my other courses, environmental biology, and you can see a lot of their score is strictly from making long, solid, valuable content comments that contribute to the conversation. But a lot of it is also from simply viewing the assignment through all the way through, engaging with the text in the assignment, and then engaging with your peers. Okay, so on all of the assignments, those two things, comment content and engaging with your peers, are going to be a substantial portion of your grade. With the quizzes on the lecture module assignments, those are also going to contribute to your grade as well. Well, hopefully it has been a useful and informative view of Perusall, and you'll see a lot more of the features come to light as you start actually engaging with your peers on the platform.